Welcome to Lily Pad Gifts. Let's embroider a sweatshirt. Today we have the Made to Worship design, and you can find the link to this design in the description below, along with a 50% off coupon in our Etsy shop. Be sure to put that coupon code in. Once you get your design open, then we will go ahead and send it to your machine and print out a picture, and that way we can get started on our sweatshirt. Okay, now we are at the sweatshirt. I have my T-square ruler to line it up. I have printed out and cut around my design to where I can pin it onto my sweatshirt so I know that I am putting it in the right spot. And then I've got these little sewing pins to pin them onto the sweatshirt. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find my center. I've already pressed my sweatshirt on my heat press just to get it all nice and flat, and I rolled out any of the sweatshirt areas that need it, especially on the front where I'm going to embroider my design with my lint roller. Okay, so let's get the center here. We have right about there, and then we have our design that I have printed and cut out, and I'm going to put, I've already also marked the center of my design, if you can see, with a pencil on my paper, so I know that is where I folded it in half and marked it with the pencil. And I'm going to put it right there. I'm 3 inches down from the collar right here, and I can move my T-square, make sure it's completely straight, and then pin it onto the sweatshirt. Trying to make sure I don't go through both sides. Make sure it's flat and straight. I'm going to pin it on this side. And I'm going to pin it on this side. Okay. I'm going to stick my hand up through the sweatshirt just to make sure I didn't go through on both sides. And now we are pinned and ready to take it to the embroidery machine. So I will meet you over there in just a sec. I have my design loaded on to my Venture Baby Lock embroidery machine. And so you can see here the design is 8.76 by 2.8. So we are going to get our hoop and everything set up and ready. I already have my threads that I'm going to use on my embroidery machine. I'm going to use white and then also this tan color right here. Sorry, it's over here. Let me see if I can zoom in for you or get close. There's the other one. I'm going to use that one right there. That's right there. That's the one I'm going to use. So next thing we will need to do is head on over to our Hoop Master set. Okay, now we are at the Hoop Master set. If you do not currently have this set, it is amazing. It makes your life so much easier when you're trying to embroider. It's so much faster. So today I'm going to use the hoop that is 4 1/4. Let me turn it over so you can see. It is the 4 1/4 Mighty Hoop by 13. So this is the one that's going to work the best for the project that we're doing. And a little trick that I like to do with my different size hoops is get a pencil and I mark on the bottom how big I'm going to need to cut my stabilizer. It really helps whenever you have to keep cutting like all different sizes. So I'm going to go ahead and put this here, and then it covers the whole hoop with a little extra so you can just snap it down like that. Okay, and then you will get your sweatshirt that you've already pinned your design to. Just pull it on over and make make sure it's straight, which is really nice because it helps to line it up and everything, and you can kind of see your lines here as well. So make sure you can see what I'm doing. I don't want to be in the way. Let me pull you closer. Okay, now that I've got you a little bit closer, while I'm trying to get this straight, you can kind of see what I'm doing. I am just making sure my lines are straight, that I have plenty of room for my needle once I put it on the machine to go around. Then all you do is you get this part of the hoop set and you make sure the warning label is up at the top, and let me double check it one more time. Yep, looks good. Then all you do is snap it. So you just basically do that, and look at there. It is, all you do is pull the sweatshirt off of that, and it is stabilizers on, your design's within the hoop space, everything looks centered and straight, and all you do is put it on your machine. So let's head on over to the machine and we'll go from there. Okay, now we are at the embroidery machine, and I have my tubular hoop support by Midwest Products. I have this on my machine just to help stabilize the sweatshirt, since it's a little bit extra and heavy. I do have my A-frame on, and I'm going to slide on my Hoop Master with my sweatshirt, making sure nothing is caught up underneath and everything is laying nicely. Okay, and so now that I have that, where is my, I like to use this with my machine. And so my fingerprints don't get all over it. Okay, and then here's something else I like to do with my machine. So this particular machine will scan your area. So it will also scan my design that is on my hoop, and it will show me on my screen, so I will know if I need to move it or adjust it any on here. Perfect. Okay, so just looks like I need to go a little over with it just to make sure it's right on top of the design that I have pinned on my sweatshirt. That looks good. And embroidery. Okay, and so I need to make sure I have my colors correct. So this one, it is white. And then we're gonna go down here. So white is my number 1. And then the second one is going to be my number 6. And that way it will print out the correct thread colors that I need. And I don't want my paper on there whenever it goes to print. So I'm going to remove those. Go ahead and remove all this now that I know it is exactly where I need it to be. And then, okay, so I'm going to look underneath, make sure everything is laid flat. I'm at 700. That's how fast I like my machine to run. And, okay. So let's let it start going. Love this design. It's such a fun sweatshirt. So once this is finished, You can see how this kind of helps pull the sweatshirt out. So that tubular support is really nice to have. I always like to peek underneath and just make sure nothing's in the way. And I will also post the link to this design on our Etsy site as well. Just thought I would jump back in and show you guys how great it's looking. I mean, it is looking so good. Okay, now it is doing worship on the top. And it looks really, really good. Nice and clean. It will be done here in just a minute. 4 more minutes left. Okay, it's all finished. So let's take it off of our machine. Looky here. Looks so good. Trying to get it in good lighting. Yay. So now that it's all finished, okay, all you do with these hoops is you just take it off like this. It just unsnaps, and then this comes out from the inside. So, and then what we'll do is we'll take it over to the heat press and show you the next step that I take, just to make sure the back and everything is nicely soft inside. So we'll add the baby soft material. So we'll set this down and meet you over at the heat press. Okay, so what I did was I turned my sweatshirt inside out so I could see my stabilizer, and put it over my heat press so I can get a good, nice, clean cut on my sweatshirt. There you go. A little bit where you can see everything easier. So here, I'm just going to cut the stabilizer off, being careful not to cut my embroidery design. So I just cut it kind of close, but leaving a little bit of an outer edge to it. Okay. Just kind of try to slide my scissors, that way it doesn't get a hold of the sweatshirt and cut the sweatshirt. Okay, and then I get my lint roller, and I just try to lint roll like anything around it. That way when we put the cloud cover on it, there's no bumps or anything from the other side. So once we do that, I like to shut this down. That way it kind of lays everything flat. And then I will get my cloud cover. So, and I will put a link to this in the description. So this is what really helps to make your embroidery look nice, but also not scratch anyone. So on the inside, so I just kind of add that. And let me come from this side. Cut off all the extra, and I just leave a little border around the whole design. So you can kind of see the design through it. which is nice. And so you just try to keep it straight and flat. Just go all the way across like that. Save that for another project. And then try to even it up the best you can. Okay. And then I am going to press this for, cover a little bit. I like it to be a little straighter, just in case anything were to show through. At least it looks straight from the other side. Nice and even all around. And then I will shut my heat press. Whenever you put this cloud cover down, there is kind of like a bumpy side feel to it, and then there's a soft side. You want the bumpy side down, and that way the soft side is what is going to touch the skin when someone wears it. And then I will close my heat press and count to about 5 in my head. Open my heat press, okay? Then I'm going to turn my sweatshirt right side out, okay? So we're gonna turn it right side out, and then we are going to press it again. Make sure there's nothing on the front either. Nice and clean. Sometimes there's little fuzzies you just gotta kind of roll away. And that helps seal the cloud cover into the sweatshirt, and it makes it nice and flat. And let me turn this where you can see it. Okay. Let me raise it up a bit. And there you go. So there is your made to worship. Super cute. Love this sweatshirt. It's one of my favorite ones. But yeah, turned out great. So I will post again the link to this design, this embroidery design, on our Etsy site, also with a coupon code for those that are watching the video. I hope that this helped, and I look forward to making more for you. Have a great day.